Good morning, everyone. It is Friday. Let's have some fun on Friday. And what's more fun than Mickey, right? I thought I'd hold this out here. That's a giant Mickey cup. Yes, it is. Now, it's a little bit of an optical illusion, but it is a big cup. Enjoying my coffee this morning. Hope you are enjoying the beverage of your choice. You know, some of you might be putting a little Bailey's in the coffee. I saw something last night that they were telling people not to pour Bailey's down the drain because it could clog things up. So, that's a drink that we're drinking that can clog things up. Oh, well, I know a guy that's, in his 80s, pushing 90 and has Bailey's in his coffee most mornings. And if it's working for him and he's still running around strong at 90, who's going to argue with that? But it was interesting when I saw the thing on TV last night that talked about Bailey's. They're telling people don't pour it down the drain because it's clogging drains and such. But it's Friday. Let's have some fun. And, you saw the title of this today is One Hit Wonders. And I wanted to talk a little bit about those. And I wanted to share one of my favorites. Now, I'm not sure exactly how much I can play and not get in trouble with copyright. But I think if I play just a little bit from YouTube, a free source that any of you could, YouTube it right now and listen to. But see if you recognize this one-hit wonder from 1982. And I have loved this song ever since 1982. Who knows it? Put in the comments. Good morning, Mark. Good to have you here. Can you see him dancing to this from Remember the Video? If you're too young to remember, it's on YouTube. That's where I'm playing it. All right, so who knows that song? One Hit Wonder. I mean, it's still being played on radios today. 40 years after, because it came out in 1982. And this is what I wanted to talk about with one-hit wonders. Sometimes that's all it takes is one thing, and it can be, you can live your life on that successes of one thing. Now that doesn't mean, and Mark has no idea. Oh, Mark, you disappoint me. Come on, you don't know this? Oh, there, I gave it away. If you're listening close, they said it right there, that real quick before he said poor old Johnny Ray. But anyway, one-hit wonders can launch your career, okay? And a lot of people, they'll quit before they get that success, okay? And sometimes that's all it takes is that one thing, and it can launch a career. And, that band played that song, I don't know how many times, but it made their success. And they never had another hit that was as big. In fact, I cannot name any other song. I'd have to go grab an album and look at them, but that's the only song that I really remember. That's the only song still being played on radios today. Robin says, good morning, Robin. And it launched their career. So for you, what is going to be your one hit? If you haven't done it yet, keep trying, because you're going to strike, or you're going to happen. And if you've had it, it doesn't mean that you quit and you just ride out on that. You still try to have more hits, but sometimes you're only going to have the one, and that's going to be okay. Then we got a couple new people, see if they recognize the song. I'll play just a touch little bit more. We're into the lyrics, so it's going to be easier to discern than with Mark. Couldn't figure it out by that beginning. Any of the new people got that one-hit wonder? Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Kellen. Mark didn't know the song, but any of the new people joining, you recognize that one-hit wonder? One of my favorite one-hit wonders. Again, I'm dating myself because I remember when it first came out in 1982, and I've enjoyed that song ever since. And when it comes on the radio, if I'm driving around town, I turn it up, okay? And if you remember the video, it's the goofiest video. They're wearing those clothes and they're dancing around. And it was a big hit on MTV back in the 80s. And it's the song that launched their career and that they wrote it out. No other big hits. But that's what we can do too. We got to keep trying until we get that big hit. And some of our things aren't going to work. And that's okay. We keep trying until that happens. And Mark says Eagles had trouble repeating their success with Hotel California. Okay. But Jay nailed it. Dexy and Midnight Runners. What's the name of the song, Jay? See if Jay got the name of the song. He got the band. It's a girl's name in the song. Take a sip of coffee. Give people just a chance to get that. Come on, Eileen. Jay got it. Good job. Dexy Midnight Runners, and that was their big hit back from 1982 that's still playing today. What's going to be your big hit? What is going to be your big hit? If you've already got one, great. Try for a second one. We don't want to be one-hit wonders. We want to have a long career with a lot of hits, right? But if you haven't had your one hit yet, let's do it. Be working toward it. Get on it, because it's coming if we try hard enough. And Kellen says she loves that one. So that was just the message I wanted to give this morning, as far as you can succeed with just one hit. And if you haven't had it yet, keep trying and, get that hit. Now, for a safety tip, because I like giving safety tips because I'm all about enjoying life safely, I'm not really going to give you a tip today. I'm going to give you an assignment. Because it's all fine and dandy to listen to me and say, Alan, that was great advice. You shared some good wisdom. But if you don't apply it to your life and go out and practice some of it, it's not going to help you as much. So I'm giving you an assignment today for the safety tip. Say hello to Eric down there from Columbus, Ohio, the Buckeye State. Good to see you, Eric. Appreciate you being on here. So your assignment, the next time you are in a public building. If that's today, do it today. If it's not till tomorrow or the weekend, do it this weekend. But the next time you are in a public building, whether it's a restaurant, a supermarket, the mall, I don't care, wherever you're out and about doing something, I want you to stop and say something. And Mark wanted to get the Orlando in there. Hey, good having you from Florida, Orlando, Mark. You need to come up here and help shovel snow once in a while. Next time you're in a public building, today, tomorrow, this weekend, here's what I want you to do. I want you to identify all the ways out of that building. Okay? And if you're not sure, you might have to take a couple minutes and snoop around. Where are the back doors? Where are some exits? Those kind of things. But I want you to identify all the ways out of that building. I also want you to identify where the fire extinguishers are. And do they have first aid kits or EEDs, different things, accessible? I want you to recognize those. And then I want you to identify at least one or two people, and I want you to take note of them. And I want you to think about they're a male or female, or what they're wearing, or their hair color, their height. How could you describe that person to law enforcement if you had to? Okay, pay attention to shoes. I could do a quick change. I go outside, I take off my coat, I put on a hoodie that I had in my bag or whatever. You can change clothes pretty quick, but most people don't change their shoes when they're changing clothes and identity. Okay, so pay attention. What are they wearing? What's their height? They have some remarkable features that you could describe them to law enforcement if you had to. So I'd like you to do those 3 things. Identify exits, all the exits of a location. Identify where fire extinguishers or other emergency and safety things might be. And take 1 or 2 people and be able to identify how you would describe them to law enforcement later if you had to. Happy Pizza Friday, Eric. Yes, happy Pizza Friday, Eric. And then actually in my security class back in 97. Hey. So those are your assignments. Do something that's going to help you make your hit, and then go out and practice situational awareness by identifying exits, safety things like fire extinguishers, and being able to identify somebody and how you would identify them to law enforcement. So that's your assignment for this weekend. And today, if you're out in public today. Now, since I got a few more people on, we're going to do one more one-hit wonder from the 80s. This one's not from 82, it's from 85. Let's see if who's the first person that can recognize this one. And again, I'm playing them on YouTube. You can find these songs, but let's see who recognizes this one. Anybody got it? I would have had it that first beat. I love this song too. One of my favorite 80s one-hit wonders. You still hear this one on the radio once in a while. Nobody's getting it? Song came out in 1985. I was at Fort Bragg in 1986, 87, left there in 88. But, I still remember one of my buddies, Fletch, a paratrooper there in the 82nd with me, belting out this song, Josie's on a Vacation Far Away, as loud as he could belt it, in the halls of the barracks we lived in. But a great one-hit wonder. Yes, it is The Outfield, Jay. What's the name of the song? But you got it right. The Outfield is correct. No S on the end. It was just The Outfield. But what's the name of the song? Give you a couple seconds, and I'm going to share it, and I'm going to sign out because I got lots of stuff to do. It's a busy day today and tomorrow, getting ready then to head on down to the SHOT Show, where I'll be doing some live broadcasts down from Las Vegas. We'll have some fun down there doing things as well. Anybody got it? Don't want to lose love. Yep, it's Your Love is the name of the song, but you got the lyrics right there, Jay. But it's Your Love by The Outfield, another great one-hit wonder. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate you that, and you have a great weekend too. I'll be here live on tomorrow. I'm not sure about Sunday. I might try to do the Coffee with Alain from the airport in. Where am I going? Salt Lake City, because I got a layover in Salt Lake City, so I might be able to do the live there, or I'll do a later live maybe from Vegas. We'll see. Mark says I was heavy into heavy metal in the 80s. Oh, I was a big Kiss fan, I like all types of music. So I listen to everything. I listen to metal, I listen to pop, I listen to country, you have it all, listen to it. I appreciate music of all styles, but I do appreciate the heavy metal stuff too. Eric says, sweet. Yep, I'll be here tomorrow morning, no problem. And then we'll see where I'm broadcasting from Sunday and next week, because it's going to be a great week down at the SHOT Show with Reflex Protect. Metallica, yeah, Metallica is awesome. Got to work security for them one time. Awesome show. All right, everybody, you have a fantastic day. Do the assignment. You will not get anything out of the safety messages I provide you unless you practice them a little bit. So what are we looking for? Exits, fire extinguishers, how to describe a person that you see. That's going to help you, and you do that every once in a while, not just today or this weekend, but every once in a while do that kind of thing, and you increase your situational awareness, which can increase your safety so you can enjoy life. Got one more thing from Mark. Best figure out where you're going before leaving your house. Yes, although sometimes it's good to take off and explore. Yeah, and I think you've probably done that a time or two. sometimes we just got to go explore and see what life brings us, because that's really enjoyable sometimes too. All right, everybody, take care. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow.